Every year, the San Diego North EDC has spotlighted North County economic development achievements at our December lunch. With the pandemic, we couldn't do that this year, but we still wanted to celebrate the amazing things that the cities of North County are doing to try and help local businesses and keep our economy moving. With the generous support of our long-standing partner, San Diego Gas and Electric, these clips tell you more about how North County cities responded to the unprecedented COVID crisis to support their local economies and some of the exciting things that are coming in 2021. North County really is the upper tier of San Diego County, and we wanted to celebrate how North County has responded and continued to drive prosperity forward. In this clip, learn how the city of Carlsbad is leaning in and what is coming in 2021. Matt, let's start with your name, title, and the city you work for.
I am Matt Sanford. I'm the Economic Development Manager for the city of Carlsbad. 2020 was certainly a year that we weren't expecting, but the city of Carlsbad has really adapted well. We, from the beginning, created an ad hoc subcommittee of our city council focused on economic revitalization. They, in turn, authorized and the city council approved $5 million in economic revitalization funds, including $4.4 million for small business loans of up to $25,000. To date, 71 Carlsbad businesses have taken advantage of that program to $1.41 million. The city of Carlsbad also passed a commercial eviction moratorium, ensuring that our small businesses don't lose their place during a time where they don't have any income coming in. We also sponsored and supported a Shop Local program called Gift Carlsbad, which are funds that have flowed to small businesses. The city of Carlsbad acted very early on to activate outdoor space on private property and in the public right-of-way. We learned from small businesses that the fees that were being charged were prohibitive to them being able to do that, and so we eliminated those fees. To date, 100 businesses have actually gone through that process to activate outdoor space to be able to use that space and operate safely during the pandemic. We are a pretty diverse economy. We're an innovation economy. We have companies like Copan and Genmark Diagnostics that have actually expanded their operations in response to the pandemic. We've supported them in terms of finding new space for them to expand and grow. They're seeking talent in the city of Carlsbad using our Life in Action campaign to really keep Carlsbad on the radar for STEM talent through the pandemic. Another thing that we've done through the pandemic is really supported our hotels. Carlsbad is a tourism destination. We have 41 hotels, we have Legoland. We have made a whole host of materials available to all of our hotels to ensure that guests that come into North County and into Carlsbad are staying here safely, they're supporting our economy while keeping our residents and community safe. We've been investing pretty heavily in how we interact with businesses. The partnership that we have with the San Diego North EDC, with the Carlsbad Chamber, with the Village Association, with Visit Carlsbad is stronger than it has ever been. And we look to continue that to make sure that we're ready to hit the ground running in 2021.
In this clip, learn how the city of Encinitas is leaning in and what is coming in 2021. Mark, can you go ahead and tell us your full name and the city that you're with?
Sure, I'm Mark Deline. I'm the Assistant City Manager with the City of Encinitas. We've been really actively engaged trying to facilitate the survival of our businesses. Some of the first things we did in the first shutdown is we authorized pick-up and drop-off spaces for our businesses, and then when things started to liberalize, we allowed our businesses to move into the parking areas in front of their facilities to create street-side dining. It's worked really well. Really, the businesses have very eagerly replaced their parking spaces with outdoor dining spaces. In some blocks of 101, most of the parking spaces are now outdoor dining. People actually like to be out on the street. It's been really exciting and fun. What we really have is almost like a European flair to our downtown now. We've waived all the fees for virtually everything to try to make it as easy as possible for businesses, and we've simplified the permit application process. We're all online, real fast turnover. If a business wanted to do a permit, they can do it really quickly. Like many other cities, we've authorized a major grant program of our CARES funding. We've released $500,000 in small business grants. They were all taken up. We're in fact bringing to council round 2 just this week, so very excited about that. We've got the new Encinitas Beach Resort Hotel coming in. It's going to be a high-end hotel with 130 new rooms. It's supposed to start opening in January. One of the largest capital project in the city's history is the Leucadia Streetscape project. It's combined with the El Portal undercrossing underneath our rail tracks, and we're expecting this is going to generate considerable business activity. Something else that we're just starting the first phases of is the El Camino Real specific plan. The El Camino Real corridor is our largest generator of revenue and sales tax for the city, and we're really excited to see what we can do to revitalize it in terms of not only pedestrian and cycling connectivity, but things that we could do to possibly integrate housing in that area. We're hoping that might revitalize it in the after hours as well. The Cardiff Rail Trail is a new project that was just completed. It's a brand new bikeway between Chesterfield and Santa Fe. It's an ocean view parkway, and it's got easy access to the great shopping that we have in downtown Cardiff.
In this clip, learn how the city of Escondido is leaning in and what is coming in 2021. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name is Amber Tarak. I'm the Deputy Director of Economic Development for the City of Escondido. The City of Escondido was one of the first North County cities to pass a business recovery strategy back in May. That allowed for our restaurants and retailers that have been most hardest hit by the pandemic to expand their operations while trying to meet the COVID-19 restrictions. The city back in June actually closed one lane in either direction on Grand Avenue for several blocks, and then we put out K-rails and allowed for expanded on-street dining. And so you'll find that the different arts community as well as the Rotary and Escondido Shines got together, and they actually donated the volunteer time to paint all of those beautiful murals that you see on both sides of the K-rail on Grand Avenue. It turned into a wonderful community effort that they really took ownership of, and really adds to the ambiance downtown. We also launched Escondido Eats, which is a wonderful Facebook group that has grown to over 7,200 members. We also shifted most of our city services online to allow for customers to access our services 24 hours per day and at their leisure. They're able to do most of their land use development process, as well as apply for and renew business licenses online, as well as access online library services and other recreational programs. Some of our businesses, let's say the breweries and wineries, for example, have really pivoted from in-house tasting rooms to marketing and manufacturing and distribution of their liquor and alcohol and wine and meadery. We have Carvana, which is a wonderful new car dealership development that's happening, and that is super duper exciting. We also have some other really promising developments for different housing opportunities in the city as well, so we're really excited about those. The city was really proud to partner with the San Diego North EDC to administer the city's small business grant program. We used about $1.7 million in CARES Act funding in order to do outreach to our Latino community in Spanish. In addition, we were able to distribute $1 million to 100 local businesses in Escondido, which we're really proud of. We've found that from March through the end of November, we've had 696 new business license applications for business licensees located in the city. So I'm really excited about looking forward to next year and helping those new entrepreneurs really start their businesses and thrive in the city.
2020 has been one of the most challenging years economic developers have ever faced. This year, in partnership with SDG&E, we wanted to spotlight the great things North County is doing. In this clip, learn how the city of Oceanside is leaning in and what is coming in 2021. Can you tell us some of the efforts that the city of Oceanside made in response to the pandemic here in 2020?
The City of Oceanside has focused on minimizing the impact of the pandemic on businesses as best we can. From the start, we worked to get up-to-date information out as soon as it was available and to respond to the businesses' most pressing needs. This included establishing a loan program early on to get much-needed financial assistance out to the businesses, issuing quick temporary permits at no cost so businesses could operate outdoors, and setting up an outdoor dining area at City Hall to encourage people to get to-go orders from downtown Oceanside restaurants. The Oceanside restaurant scene has really taken off over the past 4 years, which just made the pandemic all that much more just devastating for our community. But our local independently owned restaurants have just really made changes. They've adapted, they've been nimble, and they've been resilient. And we're very proud of our restaurants and our restaurateurs and our employees of our restaurants. And we're just trying to do everything we can to help them survive this. There are so many things to love about Oceanside. We have so many interesting manufacturers and industries. We have recreational sports equipment, we have food and beverage manufacturing, so there's a lot of diversity out there, making Oceanside's manufacturing cluster, I think, just really robust. It's remained really resilient through this whole time. One of our most highly anticipated projects is a premier beachfront resort scheduled to open next spring. The resort will have 2 distinct boutique properties under the Hyatt flag. It's the Mission Pacific Hotel and the Seabird Resort that will add 387 new guest rooms, plus restaurants and retail that are really going to take downtown Oceanside to the next level. North County Transit District has about an 11-acre site downtown that is under review for being redeveloped, and it's really going to be another transformational project in downtown Oceanside. It's going to have office, it's going to have retail, a hotel aspect, so we're excited about that as well. As a team, I have been so impressed. Everybody has just been so willing to sort of defy that traditional, sense you have of what is bureaucracy and what is local government, and really kind of listen to the private sector and try to help businesses, do what they need to do to get through this and be successful.
Doing right by the residents of Oceanside to create prosperity.
That's what we try to do.
In this clip, learn how the city of San Marcos is leaning in and what is coming in 2021. Tess, could you tell us your name and title and the city you're with?
Tess Sangster, Economic Development Director for the City of San Marcos. 2020 has certainly been a challenging year. It has also been a year filled with incredible resilience here in the City of San Marcos. We've helped businesses adapt creatively with outdoor permits that have allowed our businesses, including restaurants, breweries, gyms, and churches, to operate outdoors while following the state's COVID-19 guidelines. Innovative Planning has launched the opening of new San Marcos businesses during the pandemic, including Mesa Rim Climbing Center, Wynn's Ice Cream, Junction 101, Sunnyside Preschool, and the San Marcos Farmers Market's new and unique location in the city's thriving downtown core of North City. We're really excited also to welcome Kaiser across the street from North City. They're building their new medical facility and breaking ground December 10th, 2020, and things will be open and ready to go in about 2 years. We also are doing our largest capital improvement project right now to help the infrastructure and traffic in San Marcos, called the Creek Construction Project, and that'll help the overall layout of San Marcos, and we're really excited about that $100 million project for the city. The thing I'm most proud of is our COVID-19 Sustainability Loan and Grant Program. We loaned $3 million to 120 businesses, and we're able to turn about 75% of those into grants through the Federal CARES Act dollars. We've also created a COVID-19 rental assistance program to assist our community members who need it most. The City of San Marcos' commitment to innovative solutions during this pandemic have helped our community stay strong. We've also created a learning hub which has allowed the children of our essential city employees to have a place to learn while their parents serve our city. Through it all, our resilience as a community is truly a testament to a city that can adapt, bridge the gaps, and support each other. It's amazing how our residents have leaned in for the greater good. We truly are a city of service.
In this clip, learn how the city of Vista is leaning in and what is coming in 2021. Let's start with your name, title, and the city you work for.
Kevin Ham, City of Vista Economic Development. First off, we created the Vista Economic Recovery Plan about the second week of March. In that plan included a takeout website that was duplicated statewide. We also have one-on-one assistance to our businesses, whether it's helping them find resources, staff, PPE, or funds. And then we've helped with outdoor dining with our breweries and our restaurants as well. In downtown Vista, we've set up a socially distanced, safe market with the county's guidelines, and there were enough people on the street to help support the restaurants and the breweries as well. Barrel and Stave is looking at taking over the former Mother Earth restaurant location downtown, so it'll be a brewery with some food. We also have Best Pizza and Brew that has found a great location downtown and thinks that this will add to their great bevy of additional restaurants that they have. We're looking at Terrace Lofts, which is 42-unit higher-end apartment building, as well as the Paseo Artist Village, which has 60 units and some mixed-use efforts as well. In addition, we have Paseo Santa Fe that was just completed, revitalizing our downtown. We're working with the AVO to create a music venue when we can all get back together. We have a couple of really key developments that are coming forward. The first of which is Amazon. Amazon sees Vista as a key location for its North County distribution strategy. They'll hire over 500 employees, both working on site as well as drivers. In addition, we've worked with a company called Q Health to stand up the development and distribution of 100,000 COVID-19 test kits a month. And so this company will hire over 500 employees as well. So between those two companies, we have an additional 1,000+ jobs coming to Vista at the end of this year, beginning of next. We have a great city team, and the team works together. The council, the city manager, the directors, and the city staff are very supportive, and it's been a great group to work with. And so we're in the process of developing a new economic development strategy that will help us peer into the future for our residents and our businesses to see how we can continue to support those industries in our community, help them grow and expand.
To learn more about North County economic development, visit www.sdnedc.org and find out how you can help support continued North County prosperity.